Hey, Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I want to give a double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who has taught me the truth. I want to give a peace and blessings to the I came across the four corners of the earth, which teaches truth and rest to like to do so. Hey, it's going to be a quick video, man. Lord willing, the video is edifying. Lord willing, to answer any questions that brothers might have. Lord willing, to spark brothers to keep going and to do videos and come up with topics as well. Basically, this video gonna be about, what the scripture says. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Okay? And the reason why we went into captivity as a people is because we went off. We didn't follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. If you read Deuteronomy 28, it tells you that these curses, and it lists all the curses that will come upon us, man. The only reason why these people and these other nations which were made for us are on top is because we went off. It's because we went off, man. As a matter of fact, I want to start with that. We're going to come back to that. We're going to come back to this because it's not that that the nations were better than us or these heathen nations. It's not that the heathen nations were better than us. They're not. They've never been better than us. Right? It's a simple fact is that we went off. Okay? This is Deuteronomy 28:1. It says, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I have commanded thee this day, that the Lord Yahweh thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth, and all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power. Now look, if we would have followed the laws and commandments, the law, statutes, and commandments, we would have been blessed. Okay, and it tells you all the blessings that we shall receive. But let me go down to 15. It says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Now look, we didn't follow the commandments, right? We didn't follow the statutes. We didn't follow the laws. We didn't do none of that. Okay? We broke them. Okay? And ultimately it was part of the great story, right? Which the great story is a video for another time, but in that great story is knowing both sides, knowing godliness, which we will know in the kingdom, and knowing the left-hand side, which we're experiencing right now. Okay? But it says, if we didn't hearken unto the voice of the Most High, we didn't listen, if we wasn't obedient, all these curses will take hold of us. And this is why we are looked at as the bottom nation on the planet Earth, and dung has overpassed us. Okay? I'm going to go down. It says, cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Cursed shall be thy basket in thy store. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body, the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out. The Lord Yahweh shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke, and all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do, until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me. And I'm going to go down. I'm just skimming through a couple of these. It says, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand. Look, and that's happened, on plantation, right? I was watching a plantation or slave documentary, right, and what they used to do to us, right? Our sons and our daughters were sold. We all can agree upon that, okay? It says, I'm going to go down. It says, the Lord Yahweh, this is 36, the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there shall thou serve other gods, wood and stone. And that happened both to Jerusalem, both to Judah and Israel, man. Okay? It says, I'm going to go to Deuteronomy 28:41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. And since the times that we've been in the captivity, the whole world has been fucked up, right? That right there is a clear evidence of who should be on top. The whole world has been fucked up. Everybody's going to shit. Everybody's fat. Everybody's obese. Everybody's fucked up. Everybody fucking spirit is off. Everybody energy is done, right? The trees are leaning. You know, birds are dropping, animals are dying, food is defiled, women are defiled, right? Your home is the fucking defiled. The air is defiled. Everything is fucked up. Why? Because we are not on top. But when we on top, guess what? Even the other nations are going to praise, man. Even the other nations are going to be somewhat at peace, except for Esau, you know? You know? It says, all thy trees and fruit of thy land shall the locust consume. The stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low, which is going on now. And that's the reason why these strangers are on top, which is these heathens. As 48, it says, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord Yahweh shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. And that has happened, literally. That has happened to our ancestors, man. They put a yoke upon our ancestors' neck, man. You know, the Lord Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. And that has happened, right? If you look at it, you know, it's significant because if you look at it, what nation represents the eagle? What nation puts the eagle on the pedestal? If Esau had a fucking team, and if he had a team, his logo would be the eagle. Okay, it's on his fucking dot. It's on everything, man. Okay, and the eagle is the dirtiest, most proud bird. Okay, it says a nation of a fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor shall favor to the young, which they didn't. It says, and he shall eat up the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave there either corn, wine, oil, or the increase of thy kind, or flocks, or thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee. And like I said, that both happened to both southern and northern tribes, from Judah all the way down to all the way down to Issachar. It says, and he shall besiege thee and all thy gates until thy high and fence walls come down, wherein thou trustest thou all thy land. And he shall besiege thee and all thy gates throughout all thy land, which the Lord Yahweh thy power hath given thee. Go down, it says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother. That's why you see a lot of so-called black on black violence, or, you know, Mexican on Mexican violence, or Native American on Native American, you know, Israel on Israel violence, because that's a curse. It says, and toward the wife of his bosom and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. And that happened, man. You know, majority of Jake that I know, including myself, we didn't grow with fathers, man. You know, we was raised by fucking, you know, people that was in the neighborhood, or your big brothers, or, you know, music, you know, people we saw and looked up to as people that we aspired to be or aspired to be like. That's what raised us. We didn't really have I didn't have, you know, a father figure in the household, you know, and if I did, you know, it was a lot of madness that came, you know, and the times I did, there was a lot of madness that came behind it, you know, like, you know, drugs and things of that nature, you know what I mean? And all that is, I understand now, because all that is part of the curses, man. You know, this is 56. It says, the tender and delicate woman among you, which will not venture to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. Her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. And that happens, man. That happened. That happened in my household. Okay, the household I grew up in. Okay, that happened, and it's still happening to this day. So me as a person, I could honestly say that I experienced these curses. And other Jakes that I know has experienced these curses. So it's evident, okay? It says, if thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in the book, that thou mayest fear the glorious and fearful name of the Lord Yahweh thy power. Right, and that's and now I understand. And the reason why we going through what we going through is what? Why? Is because we went off. Okay, we went off. We went off. Now, and our majority of our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man. And they're blinded and they can't get this. It's so beautiful and pure to us because we understand it. And sometimes we sit back and like, damn, how this is like right in your face. It's hidden in plain sight. But Jake love prosperity and Jake is not going to get it, 2/3 of them. Okay? Now let me get this real quick and I'm going to go back to that first scripture I brought up. The Spirit had me get that, man. I had to go through that. Phone has just trying to no. Okay, God. This is 2nd Esdras, 6 and 56. It says, as for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. So the other nations are likened unto what? Unto spittle, man. Okay? They're likened unto spittle, It says, and now, O Lord Yahweh, behold, these heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. Okay? And that happened. That's what happened. Even Job tells you, man. Job breaks down Esau. And it's not just Esau. It's not just Esau. It's the other nation, the heathen nations as well. But what is spit, man? These other nations are compared to spit. What is spit? Spit is something that's looked at as disgusting. Okay, these other nations are as spittle. That's what the word says. Okay? That's what the word says, man. These women not having, man, get me started, man. This is Psalms 108 and 9. I'm sorry, at 8. It says, Gilead is mine, Manasseh is mine, Ephraim also, and these are all tribes of Israel, okay? It says, Ephraim also is the strength of mine head. Judah is my lawgiver. Moab is my washpot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe. Over Philistia will I try him. Look, man, So look what he's look what he's saying about the heathen, versus what he's saying about Israel. Okay, it's all evident, and it's only for those who can get it. If you can't get it, then you're just not gonna get it, man. If you can't get it, you're gonna die without it, and you're gonna get it in the kingdom. Through the righteous men of the Lord, man, who actually teach and preach His word. Let me grab this real quick. Right here. This is Numbers 2:24 and 20. It says, and when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was, and this is a nation of, this is a tribe of Esau, of the nation of Esau. It says, and when he looked on Amalek, which are the Jewish, those, the people that dwell in our land now. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. And that's what's going to happen, man. When you go into Obadiah, it's a precept for Obadiah, man. When you go into Obadiah, it says that, This is a matter of fact, let me grab this really quick. Right here. This is Obadiah 1 and 10. It says, I'll start at 8. It says, and these are the scriptures that you probably don't know if you're new to, GMS, or if you're new to, or if you just now waking up and being an Israelite. These probably the scriptures you don't know, because if you were in the church, they probably didn't teach you this. Okay? No, I know they didn't teach you this. This is Obadiah 1 and 8. It says, shall I not in that day, saith the Lord Yahweh, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Who is Jacob? Israel. Okay, who is Esau? The so-called white people. Okay, and we understand this confusion in faces. Is some of our people look like them, but I'm talking about heathen. Okay, the scriptures are talking about heathen. It says, "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever," man. Okay, and that's scripture. Okay, so we just the messengers at the end of the day. So you're not mad at us. You mad at this. You mad at scripture. As Revelations 13:10, it says, "He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints." So that's clearly telling you, he that leadeth into captivity led us into captivity. So guess what? They're going to go into captivity. And and towards the end, towards these times now, they're really, and the Lord is like, it's beautiful what he's doing, because these heathens are really showing their horns, man. These heathens are showing their horns. They're showing how they really feel. And it's beautiful, because now y'all getting to understand what we've been saying the whole time. Okay? But it's something deeper than that. It's something deeper to it. It's something deeper to why they feel how they feel. Okay? And deep down inside, they know. The higher ups of the elite of these heathens, they know who we are, man. It's just 2/3 of you niggas don't know. And y'all don't want to know. That's why you're going to be destroyed. Okay? Let me get this. I'm going to end with this, man. Because we might sound harsh to somebody who don't know. But at the end of the day, man, I'm just, Lord willing, I'm a prophet. And I'm just doing what I was born to do, and while I'm in America. I'm in America to do a job. And this is my job. Okay? My job is to teach and preach this word until Yahweh saying Yahweh shall to come deliver me. And the rest of the Akim will preach his word in truth and sincerity. And Lord willing, I'll be part of the flock that get delivered. And I say that humbly. This is Isaiah 14:20. It says, now I'll start at 21. It says, "Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, and the remnant the son and nephew, said the Lord Yahweh." Okay, so that's what's going to happen, man. That's what's going to happen. These other nations, Esau is going to be destroyed, man. And it says, "Prepare slaughter for his children," because on the deeper side to it, we understand reincarnation. So you are your fathers, okay? The same, your buddy right next to you, your football coach or your basketball coach might have been your slave master, back then. Or he might be the son of it, And we understand that. And we think like that, But the same, they've been brought up under a heathen household, man. That's designed to hate us as a people, and we understand that. That's why we're going to prepare slaughter for them. Not only because, they've been brought up in a house, but you are those people. And the same way your great-great-grandfather feels, the same way you feel, because it's in you, regardless of how you try to hide it. Okay? And the majority of our people don't understand that. But guess what? It says, "Though hand join in hand, the wicked should not be unpunished," man. So with that, Lord willing, video is edifying. Lord willing, brothers got something from this video. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kakwadash for giving me this the spirit to do this video, man. And Lord willing, I answer any questions our brothers might have. I want to tell brothers to keep pushing, keep going, man. We almost out this bitch. I want to say shalom, shalom.